It happened yesterday at about 12
Police say
noon
Fisher
in
walked
broad
up to the
daylight.
Buttafuoco home
No screams,
and shot Mary
no
Jo
evidence.
once in the head. Amy was identified when Mary Jo awoke from her coma and told police what happened.
Who is this kid? How did she get a gun? Why did she shoot Mary Jo Buttafuoco?
Amy Fisher, the villain. Dun dun dun. Well, I guess there's a few villains in this story, but she's definitely one of them.
Detectives learned that Amy Fisher had recruited a cast of characters to work with her.
Young men started coming out of the woodwork, and they said, she wanted me to kill that lady.
Towards the end of May, Joseph Sleeman had called and said that his son had some information about the Amy Fisher case. Stephen, he was 21 at the time, he was a waiter, and he acted more like a teenager. I mean, he really struck me as naive.
I met Amy through a friend of mine, Chris Drellos. We both worked in the restaurant together.
Chris Drellos was Amy's friend from high school.
She told him that she was dating an older man and that she was in love with this guy and that she wanted to get the wife out of the way, wanted to kill the wife. And Chris apparently was having no part of that. And my words, he dumped her on Steve.
Because he knew that Stephen had a rifle, and so he connected them.
Chris kind of tells Steve, look, if you placate her and tell her you're going along with this, you'll be able to have sex with her.
She wanted me to shoot Mary Jo, and I said, yeah. Amy would pay me to sit and watch the house. I knew exactly when Mary Jo kids got on the bus, when it was time they came home from school. I knew where she went grocery shopping.
And then about 7 months before she actually shot Mary Jo, she went to the house with Stephen Sleeman.
The day we went to the house, I was to the right in the bushes. I had my rifle. Amy said, when she comes out, you shoot her.
It was the day after Halloween. This idiot kid comes to my house, and she says, hi, I'm from Massapequa High School.
Amy was telling Mary Jo that she was selling candy for charity.
And I was like, honey, I got a house full of candy right now. And she was like, oh, please, I only have these 3 left, would you?
And Amy is kind of gesturing to Steve, you know, take the shot.
I couldn't even get a clear shot.
I said, look, Massapequa High School, that's my alma mater. Come on in. I let her in the house. I went to get my wallet, pulled out a $1 bill. Thank you, I'll take the candy bar. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. And out the door she went, closed the door. I turn around and I take the candy bar and I turn it over and it says grocery, 59 cents on it. It was a candy bar from the grocery store. And I said, son of a you just ripped me off for $1.
Amy Fisher comes in the car a few minutes later, just roaring mad, cursing him out.
I said, this is crazy, I'm not gonna go through with this.
Then she went rattling off that she doesn't really need him, or just get me a gun, I'll do it myself if I have to.
Stephen Sleeman was very significant because it basically showed that there was premeditation.
This is no longer an accidental shooting, this is attempted murder, plain and simple. My head was already spinning, like I can't believe he hasn't been arrested yet. I go, you were just gonna walk into a police station and tell him this? I go, yeah. I go, you never would have walked out.
Bruce Parnell comes to the Assistant District Attorney Fred Klein, knowing that Amy Fisher is the target here. He's doing what any good lawyer would do, which is to say, we'll help you, but I need to make sure my client has immunity from any prosecution in connection with this case.
So Fred came. It was a combination of high-stakes chess, high-stakes poker, and rolling the dice.
The DA's office grants Sleeman immunity in the morning.
And then the next day, things got crazy. The press is everywhere.
There was even a new allegation that she tried to hire a hitman.
It was like a circus. I was followed everywhere. My life was just turned totally upside down.
Then that friend, Chris Drellos, he comes forward after Sleeman to say that Amy had tried to recruit him, in fact, into the crime.
2 men have come forward tonight saying Amy Fisher approached them months ago, begging them to help her kill Mary Jo Buttafuoco. When those 2 guys came forward, that was the linchpin. That's what allowed the DA to put forward conspiracy charges against Amy Fisher, because now they could say it was a cold, calculated decision to. to go there with a gun and shoot Mary Jo Buttafuoco.
I was home, recuperating, recovering, and the lead detective on the case called me. And he said, Mary Jo, I want you to tell me if you remember somebody coming to your house and selling you candy a few months ago. The blood drained out of my face. I thought, how does he know this? And he said, that was Amy Fisher. And I went, what? Now it's becoming, oh my God, this is not just this crazy kid shot this woman, this is a planned assassination attempt. I was sick. I couldn't believe it. Like somebody actually stalked me, hired other people to kill me, and then when that didn't work, she did it herself.
Police say they expect to make at least one more arrest in this case, and that could very well be the man who was seen driving Amy Fisher to the Buttafuoco's home.
On June 11th, less than 1 month after the shooting of Mary Jo, Peter Guagenti is arrested by police and charged as Amy Fisher's accomplice.
Amy had only met Peter Guagenti about a week before the shooting. She went with some friends to Brooklyn, and Amy was introduced to Peter, and she talked to him right away about getting a hold of a gun and offered him $800. So on May 19th, Amy went to the nurse and said she wasn't feeling well. Amy got her pass to be able to leave school, and Peter Guagenti was waiting. He was driving a Thunderbird. They switched the license plate, and Amy got in his car, and then he handed her the .25 caliber Titan. With Peter waiting in the car, Amy went up and rang the doorbell.
Peter is identified through his car, which neighbors saw at the house the day of the shooting. Ultimately, Peter was charged with criminal sale of a weapon, and cops a deal with the DA's office agrees to cooperate with the prosecution against Amy Fisher, and for that cooperation receives a reduced jail sentence of just 4 months.
4 months in jail. Off he went. Nothing. He got the sweetest deal of a lifetime. That was the end of Peter Guagenti.
She always gave me money, and I would say, how'd you get it? She goes, I'm an escort. I said, what's that?
Got a call from this guy who says he has a sex tape of Amy Fisher, and she was a prostitute. I said, you kidding? Send a car for him. Get him in here.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.